Do you think walking a lot is the best way to stay healthy after 70? Stop right there, because doctors are warning, it might be aging you faster than you think. Walking is good, but if that's all you do, you're missing out on 5 real secrets that maintain strength, energy, and independence, things that could extend your lifespan by decades. Imagine, while many people your age face weakening muscles, falls, and aching joints, those in the know still stand strong, move flexibly, and live astonishingly healthy lives. In this video, we'll explore 5 things you need to focus on instead of just walking, and stay until the end, because the 5th one is a mystery few expect, but it could completely change how you protect your old age. That's right, experts now say that after 70, you should walk less and prioritize these 5 things, because they're the true keys to keeping strength, energy, and freedom in your later years. In this video, we'll break down 5 critical areas you should focus on instead of relying solely on walking. These simple shifts can improve mobility, protect your bones, and even extend your lifespan. Watch until the end, because the final one is something almost no one talks about, yet it plays a huge role in determining how long you live. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, comment 1, and if you don't, leave a 0 so I know and can improve the content for you.
Allricht. Let's get started.
1. Strength training to maintain muscle. Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's all you do, you might be putting yourself at risk of muscle loss. After 70, sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle, becomes one of the biggest threats to independence. The problem is walking alone doesn't build much muscle. It mostly works the lower body, and even then, it doesn't provide the resistance muscles need to stay strong. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, strength training should be a top priority, because it directly combats muscle loss, improves balance, and keeps you strong enough to avoid injuries and falls. If you can still carry heavy bags without difficulty, stand up from a chair without hands, or open a tight jar easily, that's a great sign your muscles are still functioning well. But if you've noticed these simple tasks getting harder, it might be because your muscles are weakening, even if you don't realize it. The truth is, if you don't actively maintain strength, your body starts losing it. Look at Robert, 74 years old. He walked every day, thinking that was enough to stay healthy, but one day he realized lifting a box that used to be light was tough. Getting up from the sofa was harder too. At first, he blamed age, but his doctor explained that muscle loss isn't just natural, it happens faster if you don't challenge your muscles. So he started adding basic strength exercises to his routine, light resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and simple dumbbell moves. Within a few months, he noticed a big difference. He was stronger, more stable, and even had more energy all day. Strength training doesn't mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as simple as using resistance bands, doing squats, countertop push-ups, or lifting household items. The key is gradually increasing resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active. The benefits go beyond strength. Studies show maintaining muscle is directly linked to longer life, better mobility, and even improved brain health. If you want to test your current strength, try this: sit down in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If you do it easily, that's a great sign. If it's tough, it's time to start focusing on rebuilding strength.
The good news is it's never too late.
Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent for years to come. If you're still relying only on walking for exercise, consider this a wake-up call. Muscle is a key to longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most important things you need to protect. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment number 1, so I know you're here.
Let's keep going.
2. Balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't always improve balance, and that's something many don't realize until it's too late. After 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most critical aspects of staying healthy and independent. Falls are a leading cause of serious injury in older adults, and many don't happen because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. If you're not actively working on balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your risk of stumbling and falling dangerously. You might think, I've walked my whole life, my balance must be fine, but balance doesn't stay strong forever on its own. It gradually declines unless you intentionally train it. Walking doesn't challenge the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core like specific balance exercises do. And if balance weakens, even a small misstep can lead to a fall, taking months or years to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one leg to put on socks or reached for something on a high shelf. Were you steady, or did you have to grab something? Many don't notice their balance slipping until they nearly fall, a moment that leaves them shaken and cautious with every step. That's what happened to Edward, 76 years old. He was always active, but one day, stepping off a curb, his foot landed wrong, and he suddenly lost balance. He caught himself, but that moment made him realize how vulnerable he was. His doctor told him simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg, shifting weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements, could help rebuild stability. Within weeks, he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident moving around. Balance exercises don't need a gym or special equipment. Simple moves like standing on one leg, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or shifting weight slowly can significantly improve stability. The benefits go beyond avoiding falls. Better balance means better posture, quicker reflexes, and smoother coordination, making every movement easier and more controlled. If you want to test your balance, try this: stand near a counter for safety and lift one leg. See if you can hold it for at least 10 seconds. If it's easy, that's a great sign. If it's hard, it's a sign balance needs work, and the sooner you start, the better. Balance is something you don't think about until it's too late, but training it now can keep you healthy and independent for years. If you're only focusing on walking, it's time to prioritize balance, because the best way to avoid falls isn't just staying active, it's training your body to stay steady. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for flexibility, and that becomes incredibly important after 70. Over time, joints naturally stiffen, range of motion shrinks, and movements that used to be easy start feeling restricted. If you've noticed turning your head feels tighter than before or bending to tie your shoes isn't as simple, it's a sign your flexibility is fading. And when mobility narrows, so does independence. The problem is many don't realize how crucial mobility is until they start losing it. Walking alone doesn't fully stretch muscles or activate the movement patterns joints need to stay functional. That's why doctors now stress that after 70, spending time on flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active, because it keeps you doing daily tasks without pain or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car or put on a jacket. Was it smooth, or did you feel stiff? Many overlook these small changes, thinking it's just age, but the reality is muscles and connective tissues shrink over time, gradually reducing flexibility. That's what happened to Walter, 78 years old. He still walked daily, but he gradually noticed waking up stiffer. When bending to pick something up, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His doctor told him losing mobility wasn't just from aging, it was from not using joints to their full range. So he started adding light stretches, controlled movements, and joint exercises to his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt more comfortable, at ease, and even his posture improved. Flexibility exercises don't mean sitting down to touch your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga can make a big difference. Simple activities like neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, pulling your knee to your chest, or ankle rotations keep joints smooth and pain-free. The benefits go beyond less stiffness. Better flexibility means less aches, better circulation, improved posture, and even a reduced risk of falls. If you want to test your flexibility, try this: stand straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side, then the other. Is it smooth, or do you feel tight? If it's restricted, it's a sign flexibility is slipping, and now's the time to act. Losing mobility isn't inevitable. Just a few minutes a day focusing on stretching can keep your body youthful, flexible, and pain-free for years. If walking is your main exercise, it's time to focus on flexibility. Keeping joints loose and movement smooth is one of the most important things for staying active and independent after 70. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment number 3 so I know you're here. Let's keep going. 4. Core and posture exercises to protect your spine. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for core strength or posture, and these become critical after 70. A strong core isn't just about toned abs, it's about maintaining stability, preventing back pain, and keeping your spine aligned as you move. If your core weakens, you might start noticing lower back discomfort, balance issues, or a tendency to hunch forward when walking, all of which increase fall risk and joint strain over time. Most don't realize how vital posture strength is until they start feeling aches they didn't have before. If you find yourself slumping more, your lower back stiffening, or struggling to stand straight for long, it's a sign your core isn't doing its job well. Walking alone doesn't fully activate the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back, which is why doctors stress that after 70, core and posture exercises should be a priority. Look at Harold, 75 years old. He was always active, but over the years, he noticed his shoulders rounding forward and his lower back getting tighter, despite daily walks. His doctor explained that poor posture was putting extra stress on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and a higher risk of imbalance. So he started adding light core-activating exercises, like pelvic tilts while sitting, standing tall, and engaging his abs to his routine. Within weeks, he had less back pain, better posture, and even improved breathing. Core exercises don't need a gym or special equipment. Simple moves like standing tall against a wall, engaging your lower abs while sitting, or doing slow controlled twists can activate the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. The benefits go beyond posture. A strong core means better balance, less joint strain, and even improved digestion, since abdominal muscles support your organs. If you want to test your core strength, try this. Stand with your back against a wall, with your head, shoulders, and hips touching the surface. Can you hold this comfortably, or does it feel like effort to stand straight? If it doesn't feel natural, it's a sign your posture needs work, and you should start building core strength sooner rather than later. Posture and core strength are essential for staying active, avoiding injury, and maintaining a youthful stance. If you're only relying on walking, it's time to focus on the muscles that keep you upright and strong. 5. Joint protection and gentle movement to reduce strain. Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it's your only form of movement, it can start putting unnecessary strain on your joints, especially after 70. As you age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid decreases, and shock absorption becomes less effective. That's why many older adults start noticing stiff knees, sore hips, or foot discomfort, even if they've been active their whole lives. The issue isn't walking itself, it's that walking alone doesn't provide the joint support your body needs. Many think joint pain is a natural part of aging, but in reality, stiffness and discomfort happen faster when you don't actively protect your joints. Walking can sometimes worsen it because it repeatedly impacts the same joints. That's why doctors emphasize that after 70, you need to walk less and focus on gentle movements that strengthen and protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free, or did you notice aching joints, stiffness, or lingering discomfort? If walking leaves you sore, it might be a sign your joints aren't supported enough. That's what happened to Raymond, 77 years old. He walked daily, thinking it was the best for his health, but gradually, his knees stiffened, and his lower back started aching. His doctor explained that he needed to reduce repetitive impact on his joints and add gentler movement alternatives. He started light swimming, cycling, and exercises focused on flexibility, and within weeks, his pain dropped significantly, without giving up movement entirely. Joint-friendly movements include swimming, cycling, tai chi, or chair-based stretching. These activities boost blood flow to joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen surrounding muscles without overstressing sensitive areas. The benefits go beyond pain relief. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and easier movement for years to come. If you want to test your joints, try sitting in a chair and slowly standing up without using your hands. Notice your knees and hips. Do they move smoothly, or feel stiff and sore? If there's discomfort, it's your body telling you to care for your joints more, and switching to gentle movement can make a big difference. Keeping joints healthy isn't just about avoiding pain, it's about maintaining mobility, protecting independence, and ensuring every step is easy instead of painful. If you're only focusing on walking, it's time to prioritize joint health and add movements that help rather than harm. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, comment number 5, so I know you're here. Now let's wrap up. Conclusion. As we end this video, take a moment to think about these 5 priorities. If you're only relying on walking for exercise, you might not realize your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free after 70. You should shift your focus to protecting muscle, improving balance, increasing flexibility, strengthening your core, and reducing joint strain. These are the things that truly keep you active and independent for years to come. Many think aging means slowing down, But the truth is your body can still improve at any age. Whether you need to focus on strength, balance, flexibility, or posture, small changes can make a big difference in how you move, feel, and how long you stay independent. The key is to start now. Muscle, balance, and joint health don't decline overnight. It happens gradually. But the good news is you have the power to slow it down or even reverse it. So which of these 5 areas do you need to focus on most? Have you noticed any changes in your strength, balance, or mobility? I want to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you learned today and how you'll apply it to your life. Your feedback is a huge motivator for me to keep creating valuable content. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with loved ones. Your support helps spread the message of healthy living to more people. Don't just watch. Take action today to make your later years your strongest yet. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.